Patrick Swayze was never just another Hollywood star. He was a man who captured hearts with his grace, his strength, and his undeniable charisma. On screen, he danced his way into millions of hearts, particularly in iconic roles like Johnny Castle in Dirty Dancing and Sam Wheat in Ghost. But what many didn't see was the quiet battle he fought in his personal life. Despite the public image of the unstoppable, vibrant performer, Patrick was facing an unrelenting challenge: pancreatic cancer. His final words, spoken softly to his beloved wife, Lisa Niemi, carry more weight than all the applause and accolades he received throughout his career. They revealed a depth of character and a strength that extended beyond the stage and screen, showing the world who Patrick truly was when the cameras were off. A sudden diagnosis. In 2008, Patrick's world changed dramatically. At 55, he was at the height of his career, admired for his talents and energy. He had just wrapped filming the pilot for The Beast, a gritty drama in which he played an FBI agent. But behind his ever-present smile, something was wrong. What began as a mild stomachache soon escalated, leaving Patrick doubled over in pain between takes. His friends urged him to see a doctor, and when he did, the diagnosis was earth-shattering: pancreatic cancer. The doctors told him the cancer had already spread, and his chances of survival were slim, with only months to years left. For a man known for his strength and vitality, it was almost unimaginable. Yet Patrick, calm and accepting, sat through the news without anger, ready to face what was ahead. Courage amidst crisis. Patrick's reaction to his diagnosis wasn't one of anger or denial. Instead, he accepted the reality with a quiet strength that became his hallmark in those final months. Even as doctors gave him a prognosis of 6 months to 2 years at best, Patrick didn't give up. He immediately agreed to undergo chemotherapy and volunteered for an experimental drug trial. Privacy, however, proved elusive in Hollywood, and soon news of his illness was leaked to the press. Despite the headlines predicting his death, Patrick remained composed, telling the world he wasn't finished yet. "I have a lot more living to do," he said with determination. His resilience and refusal to let the diagnosis define him only added to his legacy, showing the world that his true strength came from within. A fighter's spirit. Even as Patrick's health deteriorated, he showed an unyielding spirit that inspired everyone around him. By late 2008, Patrick returned to the set of The Beast, looking thinner and more fatigued, yet never allowing the illness to show in his work. He continued to film 12-hour days, often enduring chemotherapy in between takes. Remarkably, he refused to take painkillers during shoots, determined that his performance should not be dulled. Director Michael Dinner recalled how Patrick never complained and was always on time. "If you didn't know he was sick, you'd never guess it," Dinner said. It was a testament to Patrick's work ethic and his dedication to his craft, proving that even in the face of an insurmountable battle, he never stopped fighting. A loving support system. Patrick's strength was matched only by the love and devotion of his wife, Lisa Niemi. Throughout his illness, she remained his constant companion, not just as his wife, but as his caregiver, nurse, and emotional anchor. Every morning, she would drive him to the studio, help him manage his medications, and stay by his side while he filmed. Patrick once said, "When I work, I feel alive." For him, acting was more than just a profession. It was a lifeline, something that kept his mind away from the overwhelming thoughts of death. Lisa's unwavering support allowed him to continue doing what he loved, despite the growing toll the cancer was taking on his body. She became his strength, his reason to keep fighting each day. Media scrutiny and unwarranted rumors. While Patrick and Lisa focused on their time together, the media was less kind. Tabloid rumors about Patrick's declining health ran rampant, with cruel headlines predicting his death long before it happened. Patrick addressed the rumors with quiet frustration, saying, "They're writing my obituary before I'm gone." Despite the public's obsession with his appearance, Patrick didn't give in to the sensationalism. He preferred privacy, not pity. The public focus on his health contrasted sharply with his own sense of dignity, but in the midst of it all, he found the strength to continue his work. The Beast premiered in 2009, and though it was later canceled after one season, it was a testament to Patrick's indomitable spirit and his refusal to let cancer define him. Love amidst pain. In his final months, Patrick's relationship with Lisa grew even more profound. Their love story, spanning over 3 decades, was a quiet testament to their devotion. They first met when Lisa was a young student at his mother's dance school, and their bond deepened as they fell in love and later married. Even during the hardest days of his illness, Lisa remained Patrick's rock. She would take care of him, handle his medication, and ensure he had everything he needed. Their home in Los Angeles became a sanctuary where they could enjoy simple pleasures, reading, watching sunsets, and spending time together without the distractions of fame. Patrick often said that when he was at their ranch, he wasn't a star, he was just Patrick. It was a place where he could feel like himself, away from the pressures of his public life, embracing life's final chapter. As Patrick's health continued to decline, he chose to spend his remaining time at home, surrounded by those he loved. Lisa documented every part of his illness, taking note of his daily routines, medications, and moods. Despite the growing pain, Patrick never complained. He spent much of his time in peaceful silence, reading or simply enjoying the view of their ranch. Friends who visited remarked on how serene the house felt, a reflection of the quiet strength that had defined Patrick. There were moments of struggle, particularly when he was hospitalized with pneumonia in January 2009, but Patrick proved his resilience by recovering and returning home a week later. He wasn't ready to let go of life just yet. His fight continued until the very end. A quiet goodbye. Patrick's passing was confirmed hours later in a brief public statement, but the news sent shockwaves through the world. There was no grand public funeral or dramatic farewell, just a private memorial attended by family and close friends. Fans around the world mourned the loss of a man who had been more than just a movie star to them. At the locations where Dirty Dancing had been filmed, people gathered to light candles and leave notes, honoring Patrick's memory. "Nobody puts Patrick in the corner," they wrote, a fitting tribute to the man who had brought so much joy to their lives. Patrick's death was a loss not just for Hollywood, but for anyone who had been touched by his work and his character. The enduring legacy. Patrick Swayze's legacy continues to live on long after his passing. His films, including Dirty Dancing, Ghost, Point Break, and Roadhouse, remain timeless, serving as reminders of the man who gave everything to his craft. Lisa Niemi's memoir, Worth Fighting For, published in 2012, gave fans a deeper look into their love story and the strength Patrick showed in his final months. In 2024, the documentary I Am Patrick Swayze was released, featuring emotional tributes from his co-stars and family. Patrick's legacy goes beyond his acting. It's about the courage to face life's toughest challenges with dignity and grace. Today, Lisa continues her advocacy for pancreatic cancer awareness, ensuring that Patrick's memory and the lessons he taught will never fade. A lasting inspiration. Patrick's impact continues to resonate with people worldwide. His story is not just about a battle with cancer, it's about living life with purpose, love, and resilience. His final words, "I love you," spoke volumes about his priorities: love, connection, and the human spirit. Patrick Swayze's legacy is a reminder that even in the face of the impossible, we can find strength, dignity, and grace. His work continues to inspire new generations, and his memory will forever be cherished by fans who remember the man behind the iconic roles. Patrick Swayze's life is a testament to the power of love and the strength of the human spirit.